They just always get right to it. Alright. Alright, let's see. Okay, we have Kenzo. Whatever, okay, fine. We'll jump right into it.
まさかお前たちは親父殿の黄金伝説を本当に信じているのかね。
魔女が黄金を与えた云々はさすがに信じねえさ。だが黄金の話だけは間違いじゃない。
One second.
お父様が出自不明の金塊を持っていたことは複数の筋から確認されているわ。死んだマルソーの会長は生前、お父様に某所で積み上げられた金塊を実際に見せられたという。お父様はそれを指して10トン分あるとはっきり明言したわ。
老いぼれのざれ言じゃないか。親父殿と一緒に存在しない黄金の存在を打ち上げただけだ。取るにも足らない。
Kraus is embezzling money from his siblings. This song, goddamn. Alright. Kraus is embezzling money from his siblings, likely, and using their inheritance.
存在線黄金にあないな軍資金は集まらへんで。
And now he's denying the existence of the gold. Cool.
会長さんは生前その真摯なお人柄であれだけ大勢の財界人から尊敬を集めたお人や。詐欺の片棒なんか担がへん。
Dang.
兄貴、マルソーの会長は確かに見たんだ。10トンの黄金をはっきりとその目で。
The gold
しかも
exists.
親父はそのインゴットの一つを任意で抜き取らせ、会長に持ち帰らせて鑑定させた。
They know the gold exists.
それは10キロのインゴットで、鑑定結果は純度49。
49.
インゴット表面には後宮家の家紋である片翼の和紙が刻印されていたという。
後宮の黄金伝説は瞬く間に財界のフィクサーたちの間に広がったわ。
So the gold is
鋳
real.
造元不明の黄金は換金率が悪い。ボロ儲けのチャンスだと思った彼らはそれを担保に認め、結果お父様は莫大な融資を受けることができた。
They're speaking so like plainly, matter of factly, but like that's how you have to in a mystery.
バカバカしいにも程があるじゃないか。お前たちはいくつになるんだ。まだそんな子供の頃のおとぎ話を真に受けているのかね。
Girl, give it up, Kraus.
第一、その10トンの黄金の証拠はどこにあるんだ。
Where is the proof? We just told you. We have anecdotal evidence that holds up in a court
親
of
父
law.
殿と親交の深かったごく一部の人間のざれ言だけじゃないか。
Like, be fucking for real. How else would we have paid for all any of this?
もちろん口伝だけさ。でもよ兄貴、親父が調達した莫大な金は、それ
Yeah.
に見合う担保が必要だった。
Gold or not, like, look at this stupid ass suit you're wearing. Like,
仮に黄金がデマでも、 それに匹敵する価値あるお宝を親父が見せたのは
Like, y'all all walk
紛れもない
around.
事実じゃねえのかい。
If you have a logo and everyone is wearing that logo, like, shut the hell up.
都市空間の親父殿が作った黄金幻想さ。ありもしない黄金をあるかに振る舞い、スポンサーたちを騙したんだ。一世一代の大博打だったのだ。運よくその資産の運用に成功できた。
If they don't buy this, that's all he's got.
もし当時の外需拡大がなかったら後宮家の再興はならず、親父殿は正規のペテン師として追われていただろう。
じゃあクラウス兄さんは黄金など最初から存在せず、全てお父さんのでっち上げだ言うんか？
もちろんさ。
He's saying all of our shit is tied up into assets.
だから十分な成功を収めた後には黄金幻想など面倒なだけだった。
There's no liquid.
だから親父殿は魔女だの黒魔術だのとわけのわからないことを後に言い出して信憑性を薄めたのさ。つまり黄金幻想がでっち上げであることを明かしたのだよ。魔女に黄金を授かったなどと言えば、もはや誰も黄金の存在を信じたりはしまい。
This hand that he's playing is a strong hand, I guess. But it's also his only hand. He's saying the gold isn't real. Okay, but if they don't believe that, then
あるい
what?
はお前たちのために言い出した
I
のか
haven't
も
found
し
the
れない
gold.
なのにありもしない黄金を遺産分配に含めて議論しよう
Which
とい
is
う
also
バカな
plausible
息子
that
た
he
ちが
hasn't found the
現れる。
gold, because then maybe his business wouldn't be so in like up Shit's Creek.
どうぞ。まさか
Oh
お
my
前ま
god.
でこんなでっち上げを信じてるって言うんじゃないだろうな。
They're gonna the way they use Rosa.
私はお父様が本当に黄金を持っていたかどうかを確かめる
Just
ことが
like
できない。
Maria.
でもお父様の4人の子供の一人として正当な分を主張したいだけよ。
She's really just here.
ほう。ローザも言うようになったじゃないか。
Don't be a dick.
なる。お前たちはこう言いたいわけかね。私が黄金を独り占めしようとしていると。
兄さんが莫大な軍資金を調達したのは事実。それがお父様の個人資産の横領では断じてありえないというなら。
The attitude that she has.
つまりはそういうことよ。
The shit-eating grin. Like, you aren't beating that.
兄貴はすでに10トンの金塊を見つけてるんじゃないかって。俺たちはそう見てるのさ。
バカバカしい。そんなものは元より存在しない。
じゃあ説明なさいよ。お父様の財産の横領、お父様の隠し黄金。
Ooh. She said first, embezzlement. Second, where's the gold? I need both.
そのどちらでもないなら、どうやってあれだけの軍資金を調達できたっていうの？
Explain it.
私にも政界財界に友人が多くいてね。
I just secured the capital.
彼らから協力を得ただけに過ぎんよ。それについてお前たちに説明する義務はない。
I mean, she's not an employee of the Ushiromia family,
分かっているだろ
so
う。話せぬ方面の筋もある。
yeah, that's Ushiromia business.
兄貴がそうだと言い張るんならそれでいいさ。
Ushiromia LLC.
でもよ兄貴、親父来年の今日まで生きてるなんて誰にも保証できねえんだぜ。
Except the doctor, apparently.
親父が死ねばその時点で遺産相続だ。俺たちは全員の立場から中立な弁護士と会計士を立てて親父の財政状況を調査させるぜ。
So we're waiting for him to die to lay her up, okay, I guess.
その時、 お父様の資産に兄さんが不当な干渉をしていることが発覚したなら
She wants him to fail. Like, what kind of sister?
お分かりね
She wants to see him in jail.
何の話だかさっぱりわからんね。
Oh my god, what kind of family,
妻
bro?
でなくても憤慨したい気持ちだ。
Oh, he's like, you're pissing me off.
お父さんの黄金はもちろんお父さんの財産や。
He joined the family register.
表に出せん金やっちゅうのも分かってる。
He's gonna share him, yeah.
しかし4人に公平な権利があるはずや。
I know he want to check.
つまり兄貴が黄金を独り占めしていないかどうか
Damn.
兄貴についても財務状況を調査させてもらうぜってことなのさ。
They said we call him the IRS.
いい機会じゃない
At least they're warning you.
兄さんのいいところの友人知人にバックアップしてもらったというところを証明なさいよ
At least they're warning you. They finna jump on you.
そうすれば兄さんは潔白
Ooh, she wanna see him in jail
私
so
たちは
bad.
くだらない疑いを持ってしまったことを潔く謝れるわ
As the second head, she's probably like, is she second? As the second seat, she's probably like, I played the long game.
ねえローザ
Leave her out of this.
そうね。クラウス兄さんこそ話をはぐらかしてるわ。やましいところがないというなら証明してくれればいいだけの話なのに、兄さんはまるで取り合おうとしてくれない。
Rose is like the morality barometer. She's on our side. You cannot defend.
親父の名代ということで俺たちより一つ多く責任を背負ってるところもあるだろう。
Dang.
今まで散々気楽に過ごしてきた俺たちがそれを察しないでブーブー言うのはこりゃフェアな話じゃないぜ。
Wow, so generous. If I'm just gonna start like closing my eyes when I talk to people.
ほう、さっきから落とされたり持ち上げられたりと忙しい。本題に入りたまえ。
つまりな、お父さんの財産をあれこれ調べて重箱の隅をつっつくんはブスやないかって話なんや。
You got a lot to say for me.
クラウス兄さんの言う通り、うまく説明できん金の動きもあるやろ。そこを理解した上でわしらは兄さんに相談を持ってきたんや。
A true diplomat.
お互いにとって悪うない相談や。
相談？
He's saying you guys can come in and look at my business. Okay.
遺産分配時に今日まで親父の面倒を見てきてくれた兄貴のご苦労を最大限に汲み取り分配に寛大な理解を示そうってことさ。
Oh, they already been talking to lawyers, apparently.
間違えないでよ別に私たちの権利を放棄するって言ってるわけじゃないのよ
Girl,
ただその権利を主張する際に兄さんの立場に立った寛大な理解があってもいいんじゃないかしらということなのよ
Dang, she said, don't get it twisted. I still want my motherfucking money. Period. Kenzo was not lying about her. All she cares about is a check. God dang.
つまり、
Okay, I'm sorry.
条件を飲んでくれたらわしらは遺産分配時にお父さんの財務状況調査をクラウス兄さんに一任してもいいっちゅうこっちゃ。
Honestly, not a bad deal, assuming Krause is being very shady, because, like, he's basically saying split the inheritance with us, and any of your bullshit, that's your business. Fair. All of the siblings from Ava downward suspected that Krause was trying to steal their father's wealth, so all of them. In that situation, letting Krause report on the state of their father's wealth by himself was extremely contradictory and a huge concession, right? If, as they claimed, Krause was actually embezzling money, Krause would be able to hide that fact, right? Besides that, it would also be possible for him to control the distribution of the inheritance in a manner favorable to himself. Cool. So you're saying if you're embezzling, that's all your shit. We'll even give you extra, but we're splitting that shit. Kraus, and if we don't split that shit, we coming after you. Kraus, also realizing that this sounded too good to be true, couldn't help but feel doubt. Why not just go for it, bro? He had to worry about what they would ask in return for such a compromise. Oh, well, I was ready to fire on it. Whoops.
信用ゼロの私に長兄としての信頼を返してくれるというのか。
Yes,
その
messy
見返り
bitch.
は何だね。
It can't be crazy.
同じ兄弟としての公平な権利さ。俺たちの兄貴は親父の財産をかすめ取るようなやつじゃない。だがしかし、兄貴に融資するパトロンも存在しない。となりゃ、つまりこういうことなら兄弟は納得するわけさ。
Damn.
兄さんは10トンの黄金を見つけ、それを担保に軍資金を作った。そう、お父様がかつてそうしたようにね。
そういうことならお父さんの財務状況におかしな点は一切あらへん。クラス兄さんはずっとお父さんの世話をしてきた高校息子や。そないなお人を信用せんわけにはいかへん。
I'm sick of you. This good cop, bad
なん
cop.
となくて分かりづらい
That's exactly how they talk to George
な。も
too.
っとはっきり具体的に言いたまえ。
条件の一つ目。まず兄貴は親父の黄金を見つけていたことを認めること。
He has been talking to a motherfucking lawyer. I love that.
ありもしない黄金を私が持っていると認めろと。
条件2、
I'm sick of you, bitch.
その黄金について兄弟の取り分を認め、これを支払うこと。
Very fair.
バカな。ありもしない200億の黄金について一人頭50億、合計150億を支払えというのか。
I mean, so you've calculated it.
バカバカしい。
最後まで聞きなあれ。
You need to watch your mouth. Watch your man.
そない大金出てくるのは分かっとる。
No, I'm just kidding. You're being very reasonable.
できへん取引はするつもりないで。もちろん黄金の取り分についてもクラウス兄さんの今日までのご苦労を十分にねぎらって換算するつもりや。
条件3、黄金の分配は後宮本家当主跡継ぎの肩書きに 50%、残りを兄弟の正当な取り分として分割。
That's hella fair.
もちろんクラウス兄さんもこれには含めるわよ。
200
Oh.
億のうち
Wait a second.
125億
Okay, yeah.
を兄貴に、25億をエヴァ姉さんに、25億を俺に、25億をローザ。
Very reasonable.
ありがたくて涙が出る分配じゃないか。
And they're letting you slide with the IRS. So honestly, all the pressure that they're putting on him is very fair because this man has been lying to them. They're not even demanding to see their
存
father.
在しない黄金のためにお前たちに75億支払えというのかね。
That is true. What if this gold doesn't exist?
何よ。
Quote, quote, quote. Or rather, what if no one has just found the gold?
兄さんの取り分は私たちの5倍じゃない。
That is locked behind a riddle that we have not seen yet.
私なら踊り上がっちゃう好条件よ。
Girl. She, like, I just wish she would hide the talents a little bit. Like, keep some mystery.
条件の4、
Oh, damn, more?
分配金は親父の死亡時に遺産分配に含めて清算する。
So, that might be a problem, question mark.
ただし手付金として俺たちの取り分の 10% を即納してもらう。
Like today,
支払い
damn.
は来年3月までだ。
And you got time, period.
どやクラウス兄さん、お父さんの財産をめぐる信頼を回復する絶好のチャンスやないか。
It's very fair, and they came down on your necks, but you still kind of walk away. It's a pretty good deal.
さすがに75億の大金はお父さんが亡くなったからやないと無理やろ。だが手付けの7億半はなんとかできんこともないんとちゃうか？
Not you asking for an advance right
半年
now.
で7億ってのはちょいとしんどい話だが、政界財界に友人が多いってのが自慢の兄貴なら。
Damn, they said make it happen.
本当なら今すぐ75億を一括で払ってもらいたいところよ。
Yeah.
でも兄さんの立場に配慮してとりあえず1割を納める誠意を見せてくれたら。
I know he'd be wanting to slap the shit out of her. I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry.
残りの9割は遺産分配時に持ち越してくれていいってことなのね。
Ne?
1割程度の誠意なら兄さんにだって示せるんじゃない？
Oh my god.
親父殿の財政状況調査を私に一任する権利を7億5千万で売りつけようというのかね。上等じゃないか。
That is an interesting way to look at it. And he needs to take it. It's like $750 million or go to jail.
お前たちも成長したものだ。この私に取引を持ちかけられるようになるとは。
これらを兄さんが飲むなら私たち兄弟はお父様の財産状況調査を兄さんに一任する。ただしその調査結果は公弁の対象となる。当然よね。
Damn. She just gotta drive it home, don't she? She's just like, you can get out of your own embezzling mess, but I mean, that's gonna be all up to you.
75億分私たちの取り分が減るように調整されちゃったら悲しいもの。
Oh my
原則
god.
的に文句は言わねえつもりだ。
What I love about this dynamic is she is like, I hate you and I want my money. And he's just kind of like, I want my money. Period.
兄貴が綺麗にやってくれたならそれでいい。
Because, like, this isn't a family with a lot of sentimentality between them. So, like, if we're gonna do some business, I'd much rather you just be, like, straight up about it than an asshole.
よっぽど露骨なことをしなけりゃ、俺たちはことを荒立てるつもりなんかねえんだぜ。俺たちだって早く遺産は欲しい。いつまでもグダグダして取りっぱぐれたくねえ。
That's eye on the prize.
公弁された場合の再調査は誰がするのかね。
兄さんでいいわ。
Hmm.
多分これが兄弟で合議する最初で最後の機会だもの。そんなことにはならないと信じている。
Damn, they said, we really don't give a fuck. Or she said, I don't give a fuck. I just want my money
ロ
too.
ーザもたまには言うわね。
That Kraus was not trusted whatsoever, as the oldest sibling was by now so obvious that it requires no explanation. The formerly tyrannical oldest brother would always abuse his privileges and infringe upon the other sibling's shares. In response to that, the other three, now adults, were for the first time striking back at him by working together.
申し訳ないが条件はまだ続くんや。条件5。
Our? Okay.
この取り決めはお父さんの遺言状に優先する。
I don't like that.
後になってこの取り決めが保護になるような遺言が出てきちゃかなわんちゅうこっちゃな。
You can't just decide that.
入念じゃないか。
That's not, I don't think that's how that works.
なら質問だが、仮に本当に黄金が見つかった場合、どうするのかね。
それに対する支払いを兄貴が済ませてる以上、俺たちは本当に黄金が出てこようがどうでもいいことさ。
Yeah, he's like, gold, no gold, I don't give a shit. It's time for me to get paid.
俺たちの取り分は先払いってな感じになるわけだからね。
夢があっていいじゃない。
Which honestly even makes this more dastardly because it's like option one, pay us, Option 2, go to jail. And it's like, even if he made some bad business decisions, like, it all depends on if anyone knows where the gold is.
この島をリゾート化するつもりなんでしょ
Oh!
その工事の途中で
Damn.
ひょっこり黄金が見つかるかもしれないじゃない
Golly. Evangelion let out a high-pitched laugh. Kraus watched without even flinching.
条件に7をつけてもらおう。
That's very fair.
私以外の兄弟が黄金を発見した場合、速やかに私に引き渡すこと。
I guess.
もちろん
It's not bad. It's not a bad condition. It all depends on if the gold is real and we can find it. She don't give a fuck if the gold is real either. Insignificant details, right? The others who were forcing Kraus to pay money for some non-existent gold would of course not insure Kraus's portion if they actually found the gold. From the beginning, this deal had been nothing more than a threat, right, directed at Kraus. While the truth might be different, the probability that Kraus was embezzling his father's assets was extremely high. When at last Kenzo faced death and it came time for the inheritance to be distributed, surely some unpleasant facts would come to light. That situation would likely be a fatal wound to Kraus. They had latched onto that weak point and were threatening their brother under the veil of compromise, trying to wring out a huge sum of money. However, they had let one thing slip their minds. The three of them had forgotten that their oldest sibling, who they couldn't defeat unless they banded together, was a very nimble thinker when it came to being crafty. Okay. They said Kraus, the messiest bitch, is about to make an appearance. Come out, Kraus. Wow the crowd. Tens across the board. Kraus relaxedly let out a gloating laugh as he spoke to Evangelion, who could not hide her smile. So certain she was of her victory. Lay it out, Kraus. What you got for him?
とても良い話じゃないか。私もお前たちとの関係が疎遠になっていたことには非常に心を痛めていた。
Ooh. This is a good open. He's like, wow, I missed all of you.
この条件を飲むことによって兄弟間の関係が再び
I'm
有
so
効なものに
happy
できるなら
we could
そ
come
れはとて
together.
も嬉しいことだよ。
Love it. Give it to him, Kraus.
喜
I'm so
んで
sorry.
話に乗らせてもらおうじゃないか。喜べローザ。取引は成立だ。
Leave that girl alone. Or is his expression dimmed? When her brother started talking like this, the conversation would never change for the better. Oh, he's about to get into it. Ava was also sensitive enough to realize this. Therefore, even though Kraus had obediently accepted the deal, she was unable to wipe away her feeling of insecurity. Get into it.
嫌に素直ね兄さんらしくもないわ
She's like, what's the tea?
それはひどいじゃないか。私にしたところがあるというのかね。
This could be an excellent stall.
あるわけもないさ。お前たちと同じだ。
I'm just like all of you. It felt as though only that part was emphasized. Okay. The color of Rudolph's face darkened. Put the pressure on him, Kraus. He's saying all of y'all are scammers. I have a plan just like all of you. That's what it sounded like to him. That gave him a sense of urgency. What does that mean? Trying to bring this near-finished discussion to a conclusion, he rushed to wrap it up.
ならいいんだ。
That's a good move. Like, in the conversation, I don't even want to know what he's thinking
じゃあ
about.
兄貴、ここにサインをもらえるか。
Sign it.
今の話を書き出した俺たちの誓約書だ。
I told you, he got his lawyers on it.
人数分ある。
I'm so sorry. I said to myself.
同じ内容に全員がサインする。
Rudolph took 4 written contracts out of his breast pocket that had the details of their deal written on them.
クラウス兄さんの提案した条件7も もちろん今から追記するで。
Get it in writing.
安心したってな。
兄貴、ペン使うか？
Rudolph took a fountain pen out of his breast pocket and offered it to Kraus. Kraus made as if to accept it, but then with a small laugh, ooh, the drama, drew back his hand without taking it and spoke.
実はこの取り決めを確かに履行するために1点だけ修正を提案したい。
Actually, strong. When Kraus said that one sentence, all of the siblings said at the same time as if something annoying was creeping up their backs. All right, Messy, let's do it. You sweating?
もう
Aw.
決まった話よ。
Why you sound so pressed?
黙ってサインを。
Oh, you sound very pressed.
エヴァ、
Yeah.
何を焦っているんだね。
What's the rush? Like, this is only day one.
もちろんサインは
I
する
said I'd sign.
お前たちに黄金の分け前75億円分を約束する。親父殿の遺産分配の時、きれいさっぱり清算することも約束する。
Right?
だが一点だけどうしても譲歩してもらいたい部分があるのだよ。
何の話だよ。どの点が気に入らねえってんだ？
Stay on topic.
分け前の1割、7億5千万円を即納する点だよ。
He's like, I'm not doing that.
お前たちの指摘通り、私の財政状況は決して裕福ではない。数々の先行投資によって未来に必ず回収できると保証されながらも、
Maybe.
今のこの時点では火の車であることは認めなければならない。
I'm not liquid.
つまり今すぐに動かせる金は全くないということだ。私は無能で詳細の嗅覚も鈍い。
Like you said.
お前たちの言うところの弱り目の私には7億半も半年で動かせる力はないということだよ。
そんなはずはないでしょ。いい加減なことを言ってこの場をごまかす気？
Ava, you're doing too much, girl. You're sweating.
遺産分配時に全て一括で清算する。1割を即納する条件を削除したまえ。
They're not gonna like that. That's the whole point. Like, how can I trust that you're gonna do that if you're not gonna give me a deposit?
それが私にサインさせるための唯一の条件だ。
That, like, puts everything back in his court, because then he can just say, whenever that happens, he can just keep
クラウス
stalling.
兄さん、この1割はな、あくまでも兄さんの誠意を測る数字なんやで。本当なら取引の余地もない話や。そこを100歩譲った上で、とりあえず1割の誠意でこの場を丸く収めちゃるっちゅう大サービスなんやで。
We shouldn't even be making you a deal in the first place. Then bring this bullshit away from me.
そう説明した上でそこを断るっちゅうんは互いの信頼関係にちょいと影を落とすんとちゃいますか？
Sorry, Kraus, don't reveal your hand. Hideyoshi had a humble expression on his face and had his hands clasped together, but his eyes were not calm at all. Kraus had already seen through the shadow in the depths of those eyes. Me too! I've been on to you.
お前たちは何を焦っているのかね。
What's the rush?
それとも何に怯えているのかね。どうぞ私にだけは教えてくれんかね。
Leave that girl alone.
他の兄弟たちには内緒でこっそりと。
They...
別に私は。
よせよ兄貴。
He's like, fuck, it's gonna work.
俺たちは兄貴がサインするかしないかしか聞いてない。妙な勘繰りも交渉もなしだ。
He said what he said. Yeah, what?
私には交渉の余地もないと。立場が弱いのは私の方で公平な関係ではないとそう言いたいのかね。
You better dance, Kraus. You better dance around this bullshit. Shivers began to crawl up Rudolph's back. Ever since he was a child, he had never been able to overcome the height of the wall that separated him from his older brother. And now again, he began to feel himself getting sucked in by it and the long shadow it cast.
取引は公平な関係であるべきじゃないのか。
Get him,
こ
Kraus.
の取引は私にとっては弟や妹たちと長いことを失ってきた信頼を取り戻し兄弟愛を深め合うもの。
Honestly, you know what's super funny? If Kraus is like absolutely terrible, awful at business, and all three of these people are terrified of him, like, what does that say?
それは私にとって緊急に解決したかった心のしこりだ。それが今日解決できてとても嬉しいと思う。
The wind is
だ
winding.
がお前たちもこの取引を急ぎ締結することがとても嬉しいんじゃないのかね。
Kraus stared at each of the siblings. They avoided his gaze with animal-like instinct. They need that advance. Only Hideyoshi was slow avoiding it. So he was caught in Kraus's gaze.
秀吉兄さん、
Uh-oh.
あなたの会社非常に好調子だそうじゃないですか。トントン拍子で上場を果たし、業績も株価も右肩上がり。実にお羨ましいことです。
Tech bro.
うちの人の話は関係ないでしょ。
Oh. Gotcha, bitch.
だが
Got you!
株主たちに対する還元を怠ったのが悪かった。
Ugh.
そして上場した時に足回りを固めきらなかったのもまずかった。気づいた時にはたちの悪い連中に自社株をだいぶ買い集められていたらしいじゃないですか。
なんでそんな話知っとるんや。
秀吉さんと同じ
I
です。
did my investigation. I got the receipts.
私に融資する人間などいないと裏を取れる程度に
Get his ass.
私も秀吉さんの裏を取れるのです。そんな不思議があることはないじゃないですか。
Honestly, I grew up like yelling at the TV. Like whenever our family would have some like quality television time, we would all just be like yelling at the TV. Kraus grinned broadly. In contrast, Hideyoshi's face was turning obviously pale. Get his ass, fake country. Hideyoshi's company was a fast food. Ah! How did I know? Maybe they said that earlier and I forgot. Likely. Hideyoshi's company was a fast food chain operating company that he had started from nothing. Through Hideyoshi's management efforts, performance of the business repeatedly rose and magnified, and ultimately it succeeded in becoming a stock-listed company. The greatest advantage of being in that stock-holding system is that by selling stock certificates, a large amount of financing can be gained. That amount is far greater than the actual profits from the business. Aha! This made it an extremely effective way to gather the massive funds needed to grow his company even further. Got you. So they secured all that capital. However, in exchange for financing the company, the stockholders have certain rights. Namely, the right to observe and guide the company that they have financed in order to raise its profits above their investment. That right is guaranteed to all stockholders, and they sometimes even use it to reorganize ineffectual management. It is the right to prevent the money they have spent financing the company from going to waste by watching the management of the company. That makes sense. However, if they use this right forcibly, they can eject the former management and take over the company. Aha. Because the general body of all stockholders has the power to dismiss the management and nominate new management. And that right is exercised on majority decision. And people who hold more stock get more votes. In other words, a bunch of people bought up Hideyoshi's stock and ran out the old management and put their own people in. Many companies, in order to prevent their stock from being bought up by malicious people and their position threatened, take some kind of defensive measures, such as having their own employees or people close to them buy a lot of stock in order to prevent a hostile takeover. However, since his company just became stock listed, they hadn't had the time to do so. Or maybe Hideyoshi was so engrossed in the management of this company, he didn't even realize what was happening. Yeah, that's fair. He went public. Should have stayed private. It's hard to say whether he would be viewed as a kind-hearted and skilled manager immersed in management, or a foolish manager who had his feet swept out from under him. Dude. That sucks. But in any case, there were people out there who would not let him get away with that naivety unscathed. They rapidly brought up his stock and instantly gained a lot of power. Then they sent anonymous documents to the stockholders and began to capture the majority. Yep. They said they were ignoring the stockholders. The documents read, the current management continues to make pointless investments and is ignoring the needs of the stockholders. Let us force the current management to retire, cut the current wasted investments, and let this company be born again as one that gives more back to the stockholders. It is very difficult to make the actual state of a company's management known. They maliciously twisted the figures Hideyoshi had produced from a tiny amount of sleep and a constant concern for his company, and made him lose the trust of his stockholders. Aww. Dang. Their efforts had almost collected a majority of the stock in the company. Dang. At that point, even Hideyoshi noticed and started to buy back the stock, but the stockholders, who realized that the company was undergoing an acquisition maneuver, demanded a ridiculous price for the shares that Hideyoshi was trying to buy back. They tortured him with no leeway in the negotiation of the price. Dang. One of the certainties of capitalism is that value will rise when both parties vie for the same thing. And one of the certainties of democracy is that the majority controls everything. So in the end, whoever manages to buy up the most stock wins. Dad gum. So whoever has the most money wins. If Hideyoshi could obtain a large sum of money at this critical time, he would be able to avoid losing all of that which he had built up. Therefore, more than anything else, he wanted a fuck ton of money right now. He couldn't wait for the division of Kinzo's inheritance, which may not happen for some time. Dang! Who's next?
本当にそうらしいな。アメリカの裁判は極めて感情的に決まる。
Wanted in America?
彼らは外国人に寛大な判決など出しはしない。先方と和解した方が結局は安上がりになると弁護士に忠告を受けたんじゃない。
And he's fighting a trial?
何の話?
That she doesn't even know about?
まあ仕事上のトラブルさ。
Trouble at work? Wow, LOL in my head.
大したことじゃない。金で切りのつく話さ。
The money that you need right this second. Kyria quickly recognized what Rudolph's complicated expression meant. Her husband had gotten wrapped up in some kind of bullshit without her knowing, and he'd been suffering alone. For a my man, bitch. Interesting. And you don't even know what he's doing. Crazy. Oh. Get into it. What did you do, Rudolph? America is very fussy about the violation of rights. Rudolph had been building a large amount of wealth with a certain type of niche market. However, a niche is a niche. It's definitely not a sunny job. An American corporate giant was trying to accuse Rudolph's company of violating their rights. For various reasons, it was thought that winning the trial was extremely unlikely, and Rudolph was being pressed to surrender outright. But even so, there was a way to resolve it with money. If he could only pay that money, though it might be painful, he could still pick himself back up. Is Rudolph like running Shein or something? Which is not a Japanese company. Harmless. Bottled water. If he didn't pay, he'd lose everything. Therefore, Rudolph needed some really motherfucking lots of money. Got you. Scammers. Scammers everywhere. What's wrong with Rosa? She's in debt too. Hold up, bitch. Sibling 1, her husband's company is going under. And he funds her lifestyle. Sibling 2 is finna go to jail in America. And his business needs to survive. Sibling 3 took a bad loan out. I would not pay her. I'm so sorry. Rosa uncharacteristically laid bare her emotions and yelled. Yeah, we haven't really seen a lot of that. Because she had thought she had kept it a secret. Girl, they just got a PI on you. As Kraus watched, she let slip a muffled laugh. Messy. There was nothing to fear. Every one of them, more than anything else, needed a lot of motherfucking money right now. In other words, the situation had been reversed. Because only Kraus, who they were threatening, had no urgent need for a large sum of money. He's like, I'm floating. I'm in a recession. It's fine. You bitches are broke. Compared to that, the 3 who were threatening him wanted money quickly, no matter what the cost. So the longer Kraus postponed this deal, the greater the advantage to him. I'm telling you, just stall. Stall. Oh, Dad? He's sick. He has 3 months left to live. When did they say that? A year ago. Inheritance? We gotta wait for Dad to die. Oh, how much longer does he have left to live? 3 months? Okay. Kraus was very sly. He had known of their Achilles heel from the beginning. Wow. And he waited for them to read out all them dumbass conditions. It's kind of iconic. Even so, he hadn't been certain. Therefore, he had hidden that until the very end, and upon closely and completely examining their attitude, he had struck back. It was a fearsome move, Kraus. That's the problem with showing your talents way too early. You only go in for the kill when you're sure of yourself. Because now you gotta eat shit with that shit-eating grin. Aha. Get him, Kendall. Kraus's elated words were horribly blunt. He's eating it up, and honestly, I am too. See, Kraus is higher in the power rankings now. Higher than Evangelion. The other siblings could do nothing more than listen, grinding their teeth. If they could think of a sponsor that convenient, they wouldn't have kept up the charade. They had entered this huge battle specifically because they had exhausted all other options. Damn. He's like, call me a Nikki when you address me, bitch. God dang. I see why he married Natsuhi. Natsuhi doesn't have the Natsuhi can't do none of this. He's like, I'm the messiest bitch, period, and don't play with it. Messy. Love it. Kraus's low, gloating laugh began to fill the parlor. The younger siblings, who had until now been driving the oldest brother into a corner, could do nothing more than grimace and grind their teeth.
Eva!
冗談じゃないわ。兄さんに借りなんか作れるもんですか。冗談じゃない。冗談じゃない。
クラウス兄さんを頼ったらどう助けてくれるの？
She needs a load. They got the Department of Education on Rosa's back. Pause the student loan payments.
もちろん利息を融通してもらえるようには最大限交渉するがね。
Get him, Kraus. Hand on the hip.
足元見やがって。
あなた、落ち着いて。
落ち着いてるぜ。俺は極めて冷静だぜ。
I don't put a lot of respect on her, but She looks so smart. I would like to hear what she has to say. Kyrie grabbed her husband's hand, but that action made him feel even more pitiful, so Rudolph shook it off. Just kidding, I take it back. Kraus laughed as though seeing that made him extremely happy. That is so funny. He's like, y'all made me run my wife out of here, and y'all falling apart.
そうすればすぐに25億ずつをこの場で切り分けてやれるのだが
Get it.
残念至極
And now if someone magically finds the gold, now he's gonna get 50% like they all agreed.
非常に極めて実にどうしようもなく残念だ今宵は兄弟みんなで酒を酌み交わしながら親父殿の隠し黄金をベアトリーチェの碑文の謎を
Messy. Honestly, not an awful idea.
仲良し兄弟が4人揃えばきっと解けない謎はないはずさ
He is tickled. That is too funny. Crack? Nope. Oh, I don't even. Can he hear this? Is this even happening at the same time?
それでその突きつけた条件というのは何か
Who are we talking to? Cannon. We haven't not seen Cannon in a long time.
クラウス様は黄金の発見を問わずにその分け前として、
Okay.
エヴァ様、ルドルフ様、ローザ様に計75億円を支払うこと。
Okay, so Cannon is allowed in here. Genji is allowed in here. Oh my god. Okay. Forget everything I just said.
ただしその1割を3月までに支払うこと。
Was Cannon in the room? Was he just like in the back?
クラウスの間抜けめ弟たちに足をさらわれるとはな
I guess Kraus just doesn't go in here.
実に愉快ではないかしかし爪が甘いようだな
はいクラウス様はそれをエヴァ様以下お三人が緊急に大金を用立てする必要があるためと看破されました
Where are the other servants? I like need a map of everyone's location out every time at all
その
times.
程度のことは看破できるのか
Like where's Genji? Where's I don't care where Goda is.
中途半端に無能な男め今はどうしている
話は一度中断されました
So this happened later.
今はベアトリーチェ様の碑文の話をされています
私の黄金がどこに隠されているのかその謎を解こうとか
はい
奇跡の成就が先か
This conversation happened after that conversation. I'm just gonna roll with
愚か
it.
者どもが黄金を暴くのが先か実に見ものではないか愚か者どもが我が謎を解き明かしたならその時は私の全ての敗北だ我が屍を骨のひとかけらまでしゃぶり尽くすがいい
And they totally will.
愚か者どもの貪欲さが偉大なる魔法に奇跡を宿らせるのだだがもし奇跡の成就が先だったなら先だったなら
I gotta see the riddle, bro.
ベアトリーチェは再び蘇る 私が半生をかけて追い求めたあの美少がよみがえるのだ。おお、ベアトリーチェ、奇跡を落とす聖なる夜がやってくるぞ。悪魔たちとのゲームが始まるぞ。私はきっと打ち勝つ。絶対に生き残る。
Okay, so I've seen Higurashi and like I know like it's a lot of misdirection. I'm just gonna go with it.
他の奴らの命はくれてやる。富も名誉も財産も黄金も何もいらぬ。
The lives, hang
た
on.
だお前の微笑みがもう一度見たいだけなのだ。
Is he finna bite the dust for real? Kenzo choked, apparently in great pain. Cannon got closer and tried to pat his master's back, but Kenzo signaled that he didn't need to.
なぜ私が黄金の隠し場所をわざわざ人目に触れるように晒したかわかるか？
いえ。
魔法の力はリスクで決まるからだ。
And Cannon's already weird, I'm gonna be honest.
ベアトリーチェの黄金を暴こうとする人間が多ければ多いほど。
Cannon had that really brooding moment outside after meeting everybody, so...
その危険が高まれば高まるほどに、それでもなお成就できたとき、魔法の力は偉大なる奇跡を起こせるのだ。
If anything is misdirection, it's all of this magic.
魔法とはつまりゲー
Get
ムなの
into
だ
it.
よ。優れている者が勝者になるのではない。
Bro.
勝者には魔法が与えられ優れるのだ。
The winner becomes superior because he is granted magic.
わかるか？
Magic is a game. It is not true that the most superior person will become the winner. Yes, if we take it back to Higurashi, it's like some chicken before the egg type shit. As in, the winner is granted the magic of winning. Like if you won, if you achieve something, you had the magic to make it happen. And that is how you blur the line between like actually happening and then not actually happening is that statement. It's the same thing with like Kakara and Higurashi. It's like you found the reality in which whatever, bruh.
生命の奇跡は数億分の1という神々しい確率に勝利するからこそ与えられるようにな。
Like Rika went through like 1,000 universes to find a universe and that where she didn't die, but it was like I gotta rewatch Higurashi, dude. Whatever. Okay. She had to like create her universe. Self-determination.
お
Whatever.
前には少し難しいか。
The miracle of life is granted precisely because of a victory against rights. The magic of life can only happen against superior odds. So you could also just call it chance, aka a game.
申し訳ございません。
よい。
He's saying magic doesn't happen as it's happening afterwards. Like you look back and it's like you had the magic to accomplish something in that you did it. Like you pulled off some great magic.
つまりはこういうことだ。ベアトリーチェの碑文の謎を解いた者には私が築き上げてきた全てを与えよう。
Philosophically, I get it. Detail-wise, I'm so lost.
富、名誉、黄金、そして後宮家の家督。 私が築き上げてきた全てだ。
Actually, no, I'm not. Apply the same thing. If the riddle is the game, then whoever solves the riddle pulls off some great magic. And if you pull off that magic, your reward will be the gold and the headship. Okay,
そ
cool.
の謎に挑む資格があるのは何も私の息子たちだけとは限らぬ。
He's saying, who has the magic to find the gold? Who can make the gold appear, just like Beatrice made the gold appear for me? Whatever the fuck that means.
たとえお前であっても、その謎を解けたなら全てを売る資格があるのだ。
I like the blurred line between like what's actually happening and like what we think is happening, similar to Higurashi, because like the whole story about how Kenzo got his money is like, to an observer or like to an outside person, it was like, okay, well, he got a bunch of money and then he did some business deals and turned it into the Ushirimiya family. But if you ask Kenzo, he's like, I did it with the magic, right? And it's like, okay, but what does that mean? Beatrice, a representation of the magic, the odds, but also the forest, but also his mistress. I don't know.
はい。ですが、僕にはあのような難しい謎は分かりかねます。
Also, why is Canon?
無論だ。
I like Shannon. I don't know a lot about Canon.
難解に作った。だがお前も挑め。それが我が魔法の奇跡を呼ぶ糧となる。誰もが挑み、誰にも至れなかったら、その時はその時。
Anyone can solve the riddle.
だが奇跡が集い、魔法の力が生まれたなら、その時こそ。
He's saying if no one solves the riddle, then no one solves the riddle. If someone solves the riddle, the magic is happening. Yeah. And if the magic happens, Beatrice will revive. And that's what he wants, is to right whatever wrong that is. The devil's roulette. He's like, I gotta gamble. Got you. I gotta gamble that somebody solves this riddle, because if someone solves the riddle, I will have my witch back. I guess, whatever. Okay.
努力します。
For a long while, Kenzo repeatedly muttered to himself, agitated and grabbing onto his head. Cannon stayed where he was, alert and unmoving, until he was given the next order from his master. Kenzo finally realized this. Sweets? For me? Reward?
結構です。僕は家具ですから。
I...
家具は菓子など食わぬか。
That is such a weird
道理だが。
way to refer to
なら
yourself.
ばもう下がれ。
はい。失礼いたします。
Cannon bowed and left the study. As the door was closed, a heavy locking noise resounded. This man that everyone hates just offered some sweets? But that was not the sound of Cannon locking the door. It was the door locking automatically. No one could enter without Kenzo's permission, and once they left, they could not enter again. It was a mechanism that Kenzo, unable to trust his blood relatives, had created to lock himself up in his own study. It was going to come into play later and isolate himself from the outside world. The only ones he could trust now were not the sons who shared his blood, but those servants who called themselves furniture. Okay, so he fucks with the servants. Kenzo fucks with the servants. And he hates his family. Okay.
南條先生、いかがなさいましたか。
ああ、源氏さん。いや、何故居場所がなくなりましてな。
Right, he left the adult conversation. We will pause